This generation of the teenagers that are seated here. By the way, I have 2 teenage daughters, so I am also in a very good position to teach what I'm teaching tonight. I was talking with my teenage daughter and she was discussing astronomy with me. Things we read in school 30 years ago, all those books are now obsolete. I had an A1 in geography in secondary school. I had distinction, an A1, and it's a course that is very easy. But as I was talking with her, I found out that the thing she was saying was well ahead of what I knew. She began to tell me of new planetary bodies that were discovered. At the time I had distinction, we didn't know of those planetary bodies. She was talking about the constellations. She was talking about the cosmos. She was talking about the stars. She was talking about the moons. She was talking about the orbit. And she said so many fantastic things that all I could do was just to sit down, open my mouth and mope as if I didn't know what she was saying. It's a generation that is super intelligent. It is the laziest physically, but it is the smartest intellectually. It is the smartest technologically. And the challenge with this generation is that Satan has positioned himself in such a way to attract the attention of this generation. So there is now an advancement of science, an advancement of technology, an advancement of education. Any handset you bring today, they don't need to read the manual. They can operate it from A to Z and Z back to A. They are highly intellectual, very sound, and according to researchers, the generation Z will become the richest generation that mankind has ever seen. The things we used to pray about, they no longer pray for it. What we celebrated as miracles is not a miracle to them. Years ago, when a woman cannot be pregnant, she comes to church and pastor pray and pray and pray. Then by a twist of mercy, she becomes pregnant. Generation Z doesn't know what barrenness looks like. Generation Z, by the advancement of science, they have read and they have heard that you can take the seed from the man and the egg from the woman and have artificial insemination, and you can put the baby in a test tube and the baby can grow and be born without a man, without a woman. So they can have children even without physical intercourse. So what we call miracle is science to them. That is the level of intellectual advancement that this current generation understands. So as a parent, it is good for us to pray that our sons become doctors, that our sons become lawyers, that our sons become engineers. But it is actually better for us to pray that our sons become children of God.